So I gotta be honest, I'm pretty much an idiot when it comes to aquarium lighting. All I know is when I turn on the light, does it look good? Does it make everything bright? Does it make the fish pop? If it does, I'm happy. But occasionally, I'll run across a light that'll make me say, oh. So this is Lisa's 125-gallon heavily planted super secret project that she's working on. There's going to be plenty of videos coming out about this as we move forward. She's going to be doing a video each week about this tank, so stay tuned for that. Make sure that you're subscribed. But when I was putting this together and I needed lights for it, I had a company reach out to me and say, hey, we've got some. And I was actually really happy about it because it's a company that I've never used before, and that is Kessel. I've seen them at the shows, I've seen them in magazines, I've seen them in other people's videos, but I've never used any of their products. So I was definitely excited to give them a try. So when it comes to showing you these lights and showing you everything that there is about them, I don't know how much of the technical information I'm going to be able to get into, but I'm going to go as deep as I can. I do have unboxing footage and installation footage of these lights that I'm going to share with you. I don't typically like unboxing videos, but I promised them that I would do it for them. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at the installation, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts. So while showing you the unboxing footage here and the installation footage, I'm just going to go over some of the information that I know about these lights. You have several options when it comes to buying these lights. You can get just the light and mount it however you want, or you can get the mounting brackets or goosenecks to mount it to your tank. I really like the goosenecks that they sent because you have the flexibility to do whatever you want with them, and it gets them up off the tank rather than sitting on the glass lids. I really do like that. Plus, I mean, I like the look of it. You also have the choice to control the light manually or get the optional controller. With the controller, you can program the lights to come on at any certain time or go off at any certain time. You can have the lights adjust throughout the program to provide different types of lighting. Maybe you want it full blast, or you want to turn it more red or more blue, or have it be all white. Whatever you like or whatever your individual tank needs, the controller can do that for you. There's definitely a learning curve when it comes to this controller. It's kind of like learning a smartphone, but it's super cool to be able to do all the things that it does, and I have a feeling once we become comfortable with it, it's going to be a whole lot easier to use. Installing these lights is pretty easy, and it comes with everything you need to do it. If you don't get the goosenecks, it comes with mounting hardware so that you can hang it from a chain from the ceiling or whatever it is that you want to do. But with the goosenecks, it's pretty simple. It has a bracket that mounts to the back of your tank, and then it also comes with a bracket that you attach to the fixture, and that's what ties the light in to the gooseneck, which then ties into the bracket on the back of the tank. It's pretty easy, and I mean, it doesn't require a degree in engineering to be able to install this thing, and really it only requires a Phillips head screwdriver. once the lights were mounted, it was all about cable management. You don't want these cables dangling around all over the place. It would just look messy. So the cool thing is the goosenecks even come with the black zip ties to attach the cables to the mount. Makes it look nice and clean and keeps it from having wires running all over the place. The last thing I had to do when it comes to cable management is to tie all the lights together with those extra cables that they sent. These are the data cables that connect the controller to each individual light in series, and this is what allows you to control all of the lights off of one controller. So the best thing that we can do here is just kind of go through the things that I really like about these lights, and then we are going to go through really the only negative about these lights. We'll get to that in a minute. But as far as what I like about them, first of all, I love the look of it. I love the gooseneck thing. This is something that is pretty new to me. I just got the current lights that have the brackets that mount the lights up above the tank. I really, really like that, and I like these too. This would really look neat if it was a small nano tank or smaller with just the one light. It'd be pretty cool because you don't usually see that. A lot of times you'll have that bar going across or whatever. I mean, I don't think one is better than the other, but it definitely looks cool. I like the way they just kind of sit up there, and you can move them around if you need to. I'll give you a great example of when we do need to move these lights over. That's when we're doing Tank Talk Live, Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live stream every single week. I actually have to take these and push them down a little bit, because if I don't, the light's going to be shining at you like that, and it just looks really, really bright, and it would really mess up the overall quality of the picture. So we can push those down. Now that has nothing to do with the aquarium itself. That's strictly a thing for making better videos, but I like that flexibility. You can move it around however you want, and I think that's pretty cool. Plus, the goosenecks are easy to install, and they stay in place. They're not just dangling loose. Put them up there, they stay in whatever position you put them in. I also really like the compact form factor of these lights. It's very, very nice. They're small, and it's actually hard to believe how much light comes out of these small fixtures. Tell you a little funny story. We had all the lights off in here. I did it on purpose, and I turned one of the lights on and turned the intensity all the way up, and it lit up this entire room. It's a two-car garage, and it lit it up to where we could see everything. It's so bright. These lights are dangerously bright. If you look straight at them, I would imagine that would give you some vision problems. You'd be seeing spots for a while, but definitely extremely bright in a very, very small package. Now, a lot of people are going to say, who cares about all of that other stuff, John? We want to know, how does it light up the tank? Well, look at it. These are not full blast right now. Lisa has them on a program set up on the controller. They're not full steam, but you can see they're lighting this tank up really well. There might be a lot of shadows and stuff like that going on, but that's just because of everything that's going on in the tank, the plants that are growing up and blocking some of that light. And for the fish that we're going to be putting in here, which is a super secret thing, that's actually going to work out to be a good thing. But it definitely helps out with that, gives you those little shadows and stuff like that. And of course, you cannot deny the shimmer of the LEDs. You got to love that. It adds a whole new dimension to this. So yes, they definitely do the job. They are more than enough as far as brightness goes. And I think that, not being a plant expert myself, I think that it's more than adequate, beyond adequate for growing really any kind of plants. So form factor, how good they look when they're installed, huge light in a small package, you gotta love all of that. And I mean, the way it makes the tank shimmer, the way it brightens everything up, it's just wow factor. That's the best way that I can explain it. And it's not something that really even shows up on camera. It's something that you kind of have to see in person. Even when we had a visitor in here last week, he was like, wow. I mean, it's a total difference when you see it in person versus on video. These lights are spectacular. Absolute big thumbs up for me. Understand that I'm not picky when it comes to lights, but Lisa is, and it definitely gets the thumbs up from her. She's going to be talking about these lights a lot more in the videos to come. I know I kind of showed it in the installation video, but I also wanted to show you the controller right here. It's very nice, just mounted right there on the side, easy to access, very cool. So we do have to talk though for 1 second about really the only negative when it comes to these lights, because I don't think that anybody could say anything negative as far as the way they light up the tank, the way they look, all of that. I don't know anything negative that could be said about that. The only thing that could be said negative about these lights is the price. But you know what? I've talked about it a lot in videos lately. You absolutely get what you pay for. I mean, it's no different than anything else. The more money you spend, the better product you're going to get. But here's the thing. This setup that I have right here with the 3 lights, the 3 goosenecks, and the controller, about $1,600. And I know that's going to make a lot of people throw up in their mouth. I get it. That is a lot of money. But this is Lisa's prize tank. One of 2 prize tanks. The other one is the discus tank. We haven't gotten lights on that yet. There's lights on it, but they're junk. But this is Lisa's pride and joy. She wanted everything on here to be perfect. And full transparency, Kessel sent us these lights for review. I did not take money out of my pocket for these. But for Lisa's prized possession, it would absolutely be worth it to pay that amount for it, to give her what makes her tank perfect. You understand what I mean? If that's what she wants to do, that's what we're going to do. So thankfully, I am blessed, and I have a YouTube channel, and I don't have to pay for lights like this. But if I had to, I would absolutely say that it's worth it. It would sting a little bit, but it's worth it. So there you go. I hope that helps you out. If you're interested in these Kessel lights, I do have links down in the description below. They are Amazon links. And again, you know, be prepared when you see the prices on there. But those are Amazon links. They will help us out a little bit. We do get a little cut, a tiny cut of that if you do end up ordering them. Just know that those are Amazon links. But anyway, they are down there in the description. Everything from the controller to the cables to the goosenecks and the lights themselves, they're all in there. So check that out. I hope this has made these lights make a little bit more sense. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to do aquarium light reviews. I don't have par meters and all that kind of stuff. I don't have all that stuff. I just look in the tank and I say, you know what? That looks really good. I like that a lot. And I'm happy. And more importantly, so is Lisa. So I hope this has helped you out. Hope it makes a little bit more sense now. And there you go. You're going to be looking at these lights a lot. You're going to see them in every Tank Talk Live episode, Thursday nights, 9 o'clock. And Lisa's going to be doing a bunch of videos on it. She's going to be doing several videos on everything about this tank. We've got footage of the entire setup and everything. Make sure you're subscribed. You're not going to want to miss that. So yeah, I don't know what more to say. Thank you to Kessel so much for these. I'm thrilled with them. And I think anybody that buys them will be thrilled with them as long as they can get over that sticker shock. But anyway, that's life these days. You want something good, it's going to cost you.